Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Windows part of this cybersecurity training. My name is Troy Taysom, and I'll be the instructor for this part. A couple of things I want to go over with you first. I am going to be teaching this online, so everything that you need and all of the lectures are all found in Canvas. As you can see on my screen right now, I've got Canvas pulled up, and um, the first thing that you'll want to do when you get to this is take a look at the syllabus. The syllabus is going to tell you about the class. It's going to give you the link to the lectures. It has the order in which I would like you to view the lectures. And then the assignments are in the regular part of Canvas. You'll see assignment 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's really hard to make practical assignments for these for Windows because Windows is such a big resource hog that it's doing it on your own laptop. You might be able to get one Windows virtual image on there, but chances are you won't be able to get um, any others. And having one virtual image of Windows is not going to work. Having two um, having two virtual images still wouldn't work, and because it's not like Linux. So anyway, sorry I keep getting all these pop-ups in the middle of this lecture. But a little bit about me. I've been in the IT industry for 13 years. I've been teaching full-time at UVU for 2 years, and I love every minute of it. I got into IT by accident. I was older when I got into it. I had been in sales for many years, and back in 2008, things just didn't work out in selling construction materials. So I looked for a job and found one in technology, and I became super fascinated with the IT part of it, and I just started to pursue it. And I will tell you that you're never too old to get a job in this industry. Um, Most years, the last couple of years, there have been about 90,000 jobs that have gone unfilled in the cybersecurity realm throughout the country. The reason being is they can't find qualified people. So this is your first step in becoming a qualified person to pretty lucrative jobs. Um, Cybersecurity tends to pay a lot just because too many companies have been attacked and lost resources. But anyway, I've been doing this teaching now for 2 years. I teach all the Windows classes and then 3 upper division classes at UVU. I enjoy playing the guitar. You might be able to see some of the guitars in the background. I don't know. And I enjoy competitive pistol shooting and reading. Um, I'm really excited for this course and for the knowledge that you're going to gain. Windows is a very, very robust program. In fact, even teaching this for a whole semester, I still can't cover all the information about Windows. There are books that are written on Windows that are thousands of pages long. I've given you reading material. It's not required that you read it, but I would definitely recommend that you go there and start to read some of it to get familiar with the terminology. You want to be familiar with the terminology and exactly what these items and things that I discuss in lectures, uh, what's their purpose in the Windows network. Knowing and understanding how a Windows network runs at the very base level is going to help you when you get to the offensive and defensive part of security. You'll understand why some of these you're going to want to hide some servers. You're going to want to hide in what's called a DMZ. You're going to find why you want to segment your network into pieces. You're going to find out all these things as you go through this class, and you'll find out the reason why. So my job is to kind of give you an idea of what a Windows network looks like, but really we're going to be focusing in on domain controllers, which is what controls authorization and access to a network. We're going to focus in on a little bit on IPv4. That's the network address. You've seen them at home, 192.168.10.1, things like that. We're also going to talk about a thing called NAT, which is Network Address Translation. We're going to talk about how to harden a network. We're going to talk about how updates play an important role in hardening your network. I've even included a lecture on virtualization because I think it's important that you understand virtualization and how that works, because you're going to be working with virtual images on both in the Linux course and in the offensive and defensive security courses. So I do have a pretty good lecture on that. It's very basic, so it should be easy to understand. Excuse me. Your assignments are writing assignments. I'm a big believer in writing. Too many people in the IT industry cannot write to save their lives. So I think that we're killing two birds with one stone here, as we have you write out answers to questions pertaining to the lectures and the reading that is presented to you in the Canvas course. And you don't have to do it in any specific format. You don't have to worry about APA or anything like that, but you do need to worry about grammar, punctuation, word usage, run-on sentences, things like that. I will, knock down points for things like if you do that kind of stuff. At the end of this block, which I think is the 26th of October, but don't quote me, but I think that's what it is. Before that ends, you're going to be taking an assessment. It's going to be more like a quiz, maybe a long quiz, and I'm going to give you unlimited attempts at it, and I'm going to make it open note, open resource, whatever you have there, except person. Don't use anybody else, please. And once you pass that, then you're able to move on to the next section of the class, which will be the offensive and defensive actual cybersecurity stuff. So just as you watch my lectures, as you go through them, take notes, and as you read the material that's there, take notes, and recognize that some of the material, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, is it's short and to the point, okay? And this gives you an idea of what GPOs or group policies are all about and the best practices. You'll hear that term a lot, best practice. Some of these are from Microsoft, and they will be thousands of pages long. Let me see if I can find one here. Okay, yeah, this is a Microsoft one. That's why it's taking so long to load. You see that there's 960 pages. You don't need to read all 960 pages. When this finally comes up, I hope it does, then you'll see that they've got it broken out, and they have a really good index of where everything's at. So use the Microsoft versions to get really specific and to find very specific things that you're looking for. If you look through this, you'll see all sorts of stuff that we aren't even covering. Like I said, you have 960 pages. And if you can imagine, if I try to teach all of this to you, then that would be insane. but you know you're going to be dealing with DNS, the domain name system. But if you click on it, it's going to take you to that part of the page that has the domain naming system stuff on it. It hasn't fully loaded because it's too big and I'm using up a lot of bandwidth with my recording. But that's how you use this, going to very specific ideas like DHCP, which I'm sure Richard will be talking about in his Linux class, and what that means and does. And it's the same thing in Windows. When you watch the videos on Windows, I'll be talking about DHCP and the things that it does and doesn't do. So that's just another one of the resources that you have. Some of the others are much easier to understand. They are ones that I've done, and so you get things like, this is about file permissions, and that's one of the biggest ways that you can harden a network. But you can read and go through it. It's really simple to understand, very short, right to the point, so it's a great resource. And then you'll also have them on different things that you may never have heard of before, and that you're going to want to familiarize yourself with. Understanding Kerberos, and I've got diagrams in here that I've done so that you can kind of understand what you're dealing with. Kerberos is a way that Microsoft uses to authenticate you as a user and allowing you as a user to access the files that you are allowed to access. So I might just close this because it's taking forever. I don't want you guys to sit there and watch this spin. The YouTube channel is, you can find, for the lectures, you can find the YouTube channel either here by clicking on lecture videos and going here, or in the syllabus right before the list of videos I want you to watch, you can click on it. But once you click on it and open it, you can go to videos and you'll see all the different videos that I have up here. You're welcome to watch any of the ones you want. I've listed 10 that I feel like are really important for this class. It will give you the ideas to start to build the foundation that you're going to need in understanding Windows. But that foundation doesn't come with one class. That's going to take a lot of study outside of class. And I've been doing it, 13 years plus the years teaching. I'm still learning things about Windows, Windows Server, and Windows 10. So it's kind of a lifelong journey to just keep learning about that. But you see the names of the videos, and you'll see that those are in my syllabus, and telling you which ones you need to watch. But like I said, if you find that you want to watch one on virtualized design, you're more than welcome to watch that. If you want to watch how to monitor networks, you can watch this. You will learn this later on in the class, but this might give you a heads up on how things are done. Any of the videos, they're fair game as long as you watch the 10 that I've asked you to watch. So that's all I've got. Like I said, this is going to be an online course for the Windows portion of it. I am always available. You just have to either shoot me an email and I'll get back to you quickly, or you can text me and say, hey, Troy, this is so-and-so from your cybersecurity class. I'd like to talk to you on the phone. And then I know when that phone number rings to answer it. If I don't know who it is, I won't answer it. And then we can always do Zoom meetings, and you can show me what you're struggling with or what you don't understand. I'm here to help. I'm up late at night, so if that's when you're up, you can always ping me, and I'll get right back to you, and we can sit down and discuss whatever it is you need. I look forward to working with you. I look forward to seeing you guys grow in this class. I look forward to seeing how much your knowledge increases. And that's all I've got for you. So thank you, and I hope you guys have a great rest of this Saturday, and I hope you have an enjoyable time in this class.